Supposed to be really supposed to be doing this from outside. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but it's kind of bad where I'm at right now to go outside. So uh, we gonna do it like this. I'm not sure how I'm coming through. I'm gonna keep it short. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna just uh, we gonna see how long I can do. I've been up had a long night last night. But we're gonna jump straight into the information though. We're supposed to be operating out of a place of strength instead of a place of weakness. Uh oh. Uh oh. Peace, King. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Like I said, man, man, it was a long night for me. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling in? How y'all feeling in here? This grand rising, this grand sunrise. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I'm tired. My physical body is tired. My spirit is strong though. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about for about 10 minutes, man. My spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And when you get raised in these communities, lower income communities, lower uh these uh these ghettos, when you get raised in these places, you're not taught a lot of stuff. You're not taught a lot about financial literacy. You're not taught a lot about how to think, about how to breathe, about how to visualize and how to plan for the future. You're not taught about none of this stuff. They don't teach you this stuff. They just expect you to really it's intended for you to die. That's what y'all don't know. That's what y'all don't know. And I ain't, it's too early for me to like try to clean it up and sugarcoat it for y'all. It's really meant for you to die, black man, black woman. And it's not even based on race though. I know I get on here a lot and I give white people a hard time and I don't have the highest opinion of the ones that's it's a certain caliber type of white person that is just willfully ignorant. I don't have the highest opinion of those people, but uh it's not based on race. It's based on what we have going on here is social engineering at the highest level and it's based on class. Everybody getting fucked, bro. Everybody getting fucked. White people getting fucked. Asians getting fucked. Everybody getting fucked. It's just about to what varying degrees are you getting fucked. So, for example, how our community, my community, getting fucked the most. We getting fucked the most is because we not taught a lot about financial literacy. Like I said, we not taught about how to think properly about shit. And I ain't just talking about money. I'm talking about how to think our ways out of situations. You know, a lot of the reasons why our ghettos are so hyper aggressive outside of the food and the music is also because we was never taught how to think. So because we're not taught how to think, we die for a lack of understanding. You feel me? We die for a lack of understanding. So when you start elevating yourself and when you start getting elevated, whether it be through a teacher, and y'all see I always got the mask on this, but we in the office. You feel me? Uh, Whenever you elevate yourself mentally, or you start reaching different dimensions in your being that you will never be. Everybody that's on here, I already know y'all vibrating completely right. There's nobody like you really that's ever existed in your bloodline. That's me. There's nobody like me that's ever existed in my bloodline. So when you are the black sheep, are you the saving grace, are you the I went out of your bloodline? It's a lot of shit you got to learn, a lot of lessons you got to pick up on, kind of like that. Um, and you gotta get put through class like really, really. You I'm on an accelerated class on an accelerated timeline. So shit that and let me get my words together because I'm cooking right now. Shit that used to take 20 years, or we had time to wait, we had time to sit back, we had time to get it right. We don't have that time no more. Time has accelerated. We don't have that time no more. That's why the monks they have candles where it measures the time and shit like that, and the candles be burning quicker now than they ever had before. CERN and fuck up a lot of shit. These people are not playing no games, bro. So, anyways, I say that to say, that we in an accelerated timeline right now. Everything is, so you don't really have time to keep doing the same shit that your grandparents, your parents, and them would have did back in the day. You don't have time to do that shit. You don't have time to fuck around. Unfortunately, we don't have time to fuck around. Unfortunately, um, and that's how it was supposed to be. You knew that when you signed up to come back to this life. What the fuck am I talking about? You mean sign up to come back to this life? Like nigga, I ain't. You know how nigga? I'm here because my mama fucked my daddy. My daddy fucked my mama and nutted in her, and then they had me. You think that's how it go, but if you study, just if you just pay attention to the way things are, nothing happens by accident, bro. Everything is intentional. Everything is relating to something else. Everything is a choice. That's why Kanye said that dumbass comment years ago that we thought was dumb. And um, y'all know what I'm talking about. Slavery was a choice. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I used to look at it like, damn, that's a dumbass topic. I mean, that's a dumbass comment. Like, why the fuck would he say that? Like, he know that they used to rape us, right? He know they used to hang us over trees and cut the woman's belly open and let the fetus slide out. He know that, right? Why would this rich bitch say that? What he was talking about was having complete autonomy over your mind, because we die for lack of understanding. That's what he was talking about. But he's such a rich bitch, he can't relate no more, and he don't really know how to say that, you know. Um, but yeah, that's what it is, bro. Most of us are operating out of places of weakness and out of places of fear, out of places of lack, out of places of this dis-ease. That's why we grow up and we never really grow up or grow out of our circumstances or of our environments. That's why we never really grow out of those things, is because we've been stuck. We all stuck. We all stuck. We stuck in a frequency. And I talked a lot about this, or I tried to rap a lot about it when I was on the platform, just being stuck in a frequency. A lot of motherfuckers that see things a certain way, or a lot of people in our families, they see shit a certain way because they stuck in a frequency. We're born into a frequency. Black man, black woman, brown man, brown woman, white boy, white girl. All of us were born into a frequency. All of us are born into a frequency. And it's up to us to do, it's not even what we need to learn, it's what we need to unlearn in this life in order to ascend. You heard me. It's not what you need to learn in this life, it's what you need to unlearn in this life that ascends you to higher realms. So back to the topic though. And again, I ain't gonna keep, I know y'all got work. I know what y'all doing. Peace to the guys. I know y'all got work. I'm gonna make this I'm gonna keep it as clean and efficient as I can for you. Um, the reason you don't have the money you want, the reason you don't have the life you want, the woman you want, the man you want, the situation you want, the family you want, is because of how you think about it. And you might be looking at me like, bro, you don't know me, you young ass bitch. Like, you speaking for me, you young ass nigga, you ain't never been through nothing. Y'all don't know what the fuck I done been through. Y'all don't know what the fuck. I come from shit, bro. I come from trash, bro. I come from being hungry, bro. You know, a lot of us come from being hungry, but it's the way I think about shit. I had to change the way I thought about shit. That's the only way my life started changing, is after I changed the way I thought about shit. The only way that I've been able to build a consistent anything is because I changed the way that I thought about shit. Like, it don't seem like this is a lot of people in here to y'all, but again, I didn't have nobody watching me because I was broken mentally. I was broke financially. I was broken mentally. I was broken spiritually because I was broken. Everything about me was broken. And if you really do an audit, that's what y'all stay tuned for a video I got coming out later today. Or maybe I made that. I don't know, bro. I just be rolling and working. I don't know. I might have said it already. Anyways, no, that's coming out later today. Uh, if you when you start getting some real money and you deal with an accountant, you're gonna have to do what's called an audit over your accounts. That's to see where everything is going, where all the money is coming in, what's pouring into, like, where's everything that you're pouring into, where's all of your money going to. That's called an audit. We need to do audits spiritually too. Where's all of our energies being pulled? So when you think about let me see something. When you think about energy, right? This whole world is energy, and then this is what you learn if you become a mason or anything like that. Everything is energy. So you see this flame, right? Just imagine that everything is this flame. You are this flame. You are this energy. This flame is you. Remember, everything is energy. So even this heat is just pure energy. It's literally energy in its rawest form. So when you see this flame, right, different things can affect it. Our relationships, our children, our jobs, our environments. It's all types of stuff pulling us this way. It's all types of stuff pulling. That's the point I'm making. It's all types of stuff pulling us away. It's all types of stuff that can affect our energy. And it's called energy swiping too. And it's a lot of shit that you don't even know that affects your energy and affects how you think. So it's a lot of shit that affects us, right? So when you out here in this world, that's why you got to put on the full armor. I know I'm jumping all over the place, y'all, but I'm cooking. Just let me land. So since we are energetic beings, everything that pours into us or that we allow into our magnetic field, our energetic field, our personal lives, into our mind's eye, into our and what we consume on a daily, everything that we allow and that we pour into ourselves affects this flame. Everything that we do affects that flame. So now that you know that, how has your flame been conditioned since you've been born? How have you noticed that different things take away from your energy? Again, you are an energetic being, and I'm not saying some shit that's some spiritual mystic shit. No, science literally tells you that you are compromised and made up of everything that makes the known universe. The sun, the stars, that's what you are. Science tells you that. So you ain't gotta listen to me. Science told you that, right? So since we know that, let's do an audit on ourselves daily and figure out where our different energy is getting pulled from. So me, for example, right? And Unc, 607 Unc, he called me weak because of this. I love my family. He called them attachments, but I love my attachments. So since I love my attachments though, there's different things, there's obvious things that can pull from my flame, my family, my family, my family. Oh, I'm going up, but my family. Oh, I got 50,000. Oh, but my family needs 20,000. Oh, my family, there's different things going on uh, in my life that has my attention right now that could pull me away from this, that could pull me away from my purpose, that could pull me away from my people. Because regardless of if it's 6 people right now, 2 people right now, one person, no people right now, I didn't talk in front of this camera with no people watching before. So regardless of how many people it is right now, am I losing my purpose or am I a victim of my thoughts? Are you living your purpose or are you a victim of your thoughts? And remember, we're all born into a frequency. So there's a lot of different things that are pulling away from your flame. It's a lot of different shit that's pulling on your flame, that's pulling this way, that's pulling that way, that you interact with different people. Again, you if you could see your energetic field on like a spiritual cam, when you go outside, bro, it's like being in a porta potty, bro. That's why you got to put on the word, the Bible, and different religious text tells you to put on to prepare yourself daily, to prepare your mind, to prepare your body daily before you go out into that world. Because when you go out into that world, you ain't got to go into the world again. Depending on your family, depending on who you know, you could just walk outside your door. You could just open your eyes, depending on your life. The person you might be laying next to might be the lowest vibing, and you could be laying next to him right now, the lowest vibing, energetic being ever, and it's dimming your light. So, anyways, outside of that, and that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna for because things like the spoken word is how information and history gets passed along. So I've already spoken into your life. So there you can't move forward, even if you don't remember everything I say. You can't. It's always gonna be in your spirit. It's like mushrooms. It's gonna keep growing. The seed has been planted. So now that you know that you're an energetic being, now that you know that there's all these different things that pull on your vibe. And now that you know that you're literally this flame and you're supposed to be like this, but there's different things that keep you, you know, children, bills, boss. There's different things that pull on your vibe. Where's your energy getting poured into? Because the only thing, and I mean this, not, and this is the point that I'll end on. The only thing that you have in this life is you. And I don't say that to be selfish. I'm not saying fuck your family and friends. I'm not saying that right now, but fuck them. If they're not trying to ascend their consciousness, if they're not trying to ascend past their frequency, um, fuck them. But that's not what we talking about. You, you are the only thing that you have, bro. Do your audit. Do your audit, yo. And since I ain't gonna end those 16, I'm gonna kick it all the way to 20. I'm gonna kick it all the way to 20. But quick little story time, man. I ain't want to do this shit this morning. I'm doing this because I changed my mind about being consistent. I changed my mind about staying consistent. I thought, like, man, maybe I could put this up and I could be late, like for work or for school or something. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna really be there. But then I'm cheating myself. You can't see that's a lot of shit. You can't grand rising, y'all. You can't cheat yourself with this shit, with this energy, with this ascension shit. And now's the time to like try something. Now's the time to try, bro. If there has been any time in the world to try some shit, it'll be right now. Because I just like I told you in the early part of this video, they have sped up the clock as far as what they trying to. And when I say they, I'm talking about the people who worship the Demers, the people who worship these demons, the people who make these sacrifices on a global scale. They have sped up the clock so fast now because they time is up. And that's why you and me came back to this planet at a time specifically such as this, because we were you're made for war. You're also made for glory, but you're also made for war. That's why you came back to this specific time. You've been here plenty of times. Ain't nobody went nowhere. Everybody's still asleep. So the reason that you and I are awakened at this time for this specific reason, um, is to have this conversation, is to remind you. It's not what you need to learn, it's what you need to unlearn. It's not what you need to know, it's what you already know that you need to get the fuck out your head. You've been conditioned. Like me, if I walked around and I took the information that 607 Unc told me, the information of me having a weak mind, and I walked around with a weak mind, uh, then I'm weak. If so, I say that to say this: if you allow someone else's perception of you to be your reality, then you are weak. Then you are weak. If you allow someone else to dim your light, now that you know better, then you're weak. Now that you know better, we die for a lack of information, though. Now that you know better, you should do better. But that's the word for the day, man. Everything is a choice, bro. You have a choice right now. I had a choice right now. That's why I made this choice to speak with my family. Y'all my family. Y'all my tribe. If you don't have a tribe, you have one now. If you don't have a family, you have one now. I'm your family. You my family. We've known each other all our lives before. This is just a new time, a new place, a new plane, a new body. But we have to make our minds up, and we have to make a decision again, because you were born into a frequency where you're not supposed to understand. Your mission in this life is to remember. That's it. Remember. If you can do that, you've already freed your bloodline, and you freed your soul from having to keep coming back here. I done been here so many times, bro. Um, I done been here so many times, bro. I done been here a lot of times. A lot of times. And my goal and my purpose in this path line is to remember to work together. Not to do all this shit by myself, and to, isolate myself, and go in the woods and build my, 100 you know, 30, 40, 50,000 square foot property and, just do me and say, fuck everybody. Because we wasn't born into this life alone. We wasn't born in this life alone, bro. We wasn't. I'm rambling some bullshit now, but it's real shit, bro. It's real shit, bro. What you think you are. As a man thinks, so he becomes. Like, we hear a lot of shit, and that shit be like, oh man, they just talking. They don't really know what they talking about. Nah, bro. That shit means something, bro. You are as a man thinketh, he becomes. So let me just give y'all a quick little thing. I manifested. If y'all know my story a little bit, y'all know that I told a little story about manifesting 30,000 plus within like a 90 day time span. That wasn't kept. That's real facts. I have since spent that $30,000, but I did that, and I'm in the process. Well, I just did it with 50 bands. I'm about to do it with something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. And the way that I did it, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it. So this is how I did it. First and foremost, I changed my mind about the shit. Just like I'm changing my mind about this shit now. The reason we be broke is because we have a broken spirit, a broken willpower. That's why you're broke. Broken spirit, broken willpower, born in a low frequency, don't know no better. That's the formula. Once you understand that, just like with math, once you understand the formula, everything else becomes easy. So, how did I do it? Well, first and foremost, and this said I used to talk about this shit too much, but it's very important. I abstained from giving out my sexual energy. I needed all of my energy. I abstained from that. He said, "Oh, this all you got to talk about?" Yes, nigga, because it's important. It's important, bitch ass nigga. It's important that you reserve your energy because that's your essence. That you reserve that, especially when you a high energetic being like myself. You need all the energy you can get. I got ah, I gotta be able to focus. And I don't know about y'all. When I be busting nuts, all I want to do is bust another one. Eventually, that becomes my life. So, anyways, this is exactly what I did. I made up my mind that I deserved it. You might be thinking like, okay, nigga, I know I deserve some more money. Like, yeah, I want some more money. No, 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 no. You don't believe hard enough. Because if you did, you would have the money. I'm telling you, don't believe hard enough. Like, I'm not like hypothetically, no, I don't know. I'm telling you, you don't believe hard enough. You do not believe hard enough, or you don't believe like you say you do. You don't. Because if you did, situation would be different for you. If you did, you would do differently for yourself. Me, so I made up my mind, right? I made up my mind and I decided that I deserve whatever number that I set in my mind. So I had to convince my brain first, because again, remember, you've been born and conditioned to this frequency, right? So really, it's like teaching an old dog new tricks. It's kind of hard. You gotta trick yourself a little bit. You gotta play some chess with yourself. So check it out. This is what I did. Every day I wake up and tell myself I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a multimillionaire. And then I would imagine what it's like being a multimillionaire doing exactly whatever I would be doing at the time. So say I'm sitting in the car, I'm a multimillionaire looking at Wendy's, McDonald's, imagining that I own those places. I'm a multimillionaire looking at apartment complexes that I used to live in. Imagine that I own these and I lease these out. I'm a multimillionaire delivering DoorDash. You feel me? These are all my houses that I'm delivering to. You feel me? This is my restaurant. I'm a multimillionaire. All right, cool. Once that becomes okay, I can see myself being a multimillionaire. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna put a number to it. All right. Then I said I have $30,000 in my bank account. No, 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 I ain't gonna cap. I started off with something smaller because that seemed too a little high for me. I said I got $13,000 in my bank account. At 13, now again, you talking to somebody had never seen over $1,200 in his bank account before. So, uh, and even then, shit, I remember when I had never even seen 1,200 in my bank account before. You feel me? Like, I don't, I mean, a nigga, I came a long way, bro. So, anyways, I started with like 13. I was like, all right, I got $13,000 in my bank account. I told myself that daily. How long did I do this? Now this was months of training. I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me months because I had to give because I'm stubborn. So when you got a stubborn mind and stubborn brain, that think it knows something, you got to convince it. You got to because really it's the growth has been stunted or retarded. It's retarded. Your growth is retarded. Your growth is retarded. My growth was retarded. I was retarded, bro. I thought I knew something, but I ain't know nothing. So, anyways, I got $13,000. What does $13,000 even look like? All right, it look like this. All right, cool. What it feel like? Okay, if I got a couple dollars, I know what a couple dollars feel like. I got a couple 20s. I didn't had 100 before. All right, what does that feel like in my hand? All right, what about my account? All right, let's imagine that I'm sitting right here right now with $13,000. What would my mindset be like? What would I be thinking about? All right, cool. I did that for like 6 months. I'm not gonna lie. I did that for like 6 months. I got $13,000. Then when I convinced myself that I got $13,000, that number did increase. All right. I just started saying random shit. I got 30 bands in my bank account now. You know, it didn't jump up to 1 million because again, I got to convince this logical 3D brain, 3D version of myself, this frequency. I got to convince this frequency that it can be trusted, that I can trust this up here. I had to convince the frequency that I was in that I could be trusted. That's why you got to learn how you got to perfect being broke. This is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you how to perfect being broke. How I perfected being broke and fucked up. You got to accept it that you're exactly where you want to be in this life. You're exactly with who you want to be with in this life. You are the person who you want to be in this life right now. You're exactly who you want to be right now. But it's not set in stone, dog. It's not. So, anyways, I kept doing that. I said I got $30,000. I got $30,000. And again, this is all the mental games that I had to play. I got $30,000. 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 Y'all see how crazy I look? But the madness is what the repetition is. The repetition is what's going to produce the results. The results is what comes out of the madness. The madness is what comes from my imagination and my belief because I changed my mind. I said I could. I deserve this shit. And you cannot convince me different. You know? Now, if you tell this shit to people, it's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound fucked up. It's going to sound retarded. But remember, most people, your mama, your dad, your brother, your sister, your coworkers, your friends, your lover, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your baby mama, your baby father, they're stuck in a frequency and they don't even know. The real crazy people are the people that don't even know that they're exactly where they want to be. And if you think about that, how many crazy people is it then? Most people, right? Right, right, right. Another thing that changed my life and that changed my pockets and my financial situation as well was that I only listened to people that I wanted my life to look like. So at the time, uh, that was 607 Unc. And again, I ain't taking nothing from you, Unc. I love you, dude. But nigga, uh, sometimes, uh, anyways, I'm gonna keep moving forward with my story. I'm gonna say that for another time. Uh, but anyways, I emulated my life after people whose life I wanted it to be. I only listened to them. I didn't listen to nobody else. Like I be listening to Unc in front of people that I should not be listening to Unc in front of because this nigga look crazy. And I ain't give a fuck because he was speaking to me. He was talking to me. The whole time he was talking to me. That's what I believe. He was talking directly to me in relation to the way he thought. He changed his mind. I could tell this is a nigga that made his mind up. He changed his mind about some shit. So I would listen to Unc every day. I listen to Unc every day. I used to listen to other people every day. But other people that I listened to, they didn't really speak, like they didn't really give you solutions. All they did was tell you that you fucked up. Kind of like I just did earlier, but they didn't give you no solutions. What's up with it, gang? They didn't give you no solutions. You know what I'm saying? So like for example, I used to listen to Charleston White every day. Every day. And y'all know I'm from Dallas too. So, this was like when I first started seeing his come up, that was like to me, he wasn't even crazy. Like the shit he was saying was kind of crazy, but it was like it was somebody I grew up around. You feel me? An uncle or something. You know what I'm saying? But I used to listen to Charleston White every day. But the reason I had to stop listening to Charleston White because he didn't have no solutions that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, yeah, niggas fucked up. Yeah, niggas lazy. Yeah, niggas sleeping at their mama house. Yeah, niggas watching you. Yeah, niggas blah 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 blah. But what did you do to change your life? What did you do to elevate yourself? How did you do it, bro? Why the fuck don't nobody tell you how they do it? Why everybody that we listen to, that we consume, don't tell us how to do it, how they did it? Because a lot of motherfuckers cap. A lot of motherfuckers have no idea how they did it. Or a lot of motherfuckers do an energy exchange to where somebody who knows just pours everything into them to where they own them energetically. It's called selling your soul. I just told you what that was. I just told you what that was. It's called selling your soul. Someone who knows pours into you energetically wise, and now they own you energetically because you didn't do the work. Because you didn't do the work. So I used to listen to C White every day. And I finally came to a point like, okay, bro, you don't have like you're not. I don't see no solutions with you. Unc come along. I listen to him every day on top of other shit, but I listen to Unc every day. He actually has solutions in relation to, okay, nigga, you broke. All right, bet. If I was broke, this is what I would do. I would take $100 and I would put it into an escrow account and I would go flip some wholesale real estate property. I just told y'all what y'all can do. You can take $100, put it in the escrow account. That's the accounts that real. It's like a real estate account. It's separate, so it's like a holding account. So you go find a property that's dilapidated. Dilapidated means it's on the low end. It's like something wrong with it. It's people. So you go find you an in distress property. That's the real term. You go find you an in distress property. You can do that right now. You can do that on Zillow. You can probably our neighborhood. You can just ride around real quick. You go find you an in distress property, and then you get in contact with the owner, preferably if it's sold by if it's sold by words, bro. If it's sold by a y'all know what I'm trying to say. What's the motherfuckers that sell houses, bro? If it's sold by one of them, you know what I'm talking about, bro. A realtor, if it's sold by a realtor, or if it's sold by the people, by the homeowners, which is even better. You're looking for somebody who's trying to get rid of this shit real quick. So then that's where you come along. You take the property, because when they're trying to get rid of it real quick, all you got to do is be interested in buying it. You take it, you take the property, you get what's called a intent to sell or intent to buy agreement. You get the buyer or the real estate agent to sign that, and you can hold them for about 30 days. And once you got them in a hold for about 30 days, you go find you a buyer, which you didn't already had. You can get a buyer off of a buyer's list. It's people that want to buy these homes, that actively invest in these. They just need people like you to go find them the deals. You go find them that deal. The buyer closes on that home that you just locked into account for about $100. The buyer closes on that. You collect a percentage of that, which is usually about $10,000, $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the sale. Could be more. That's some shit Unc told me how to do with nothing. So I'm just saying, like, he came with solutions. Like motherfuckers like that we look up to don't be coming with solutions. And as fucked up as Cuz is, and he is fucked up. He is fucked up. As fucked up as Cuz is, he came with solution. He gonna speak. He got something for you. As fucked up as he treated me, he had something for me. As fucked up as I got treated, he had something for me. And I can't be mad at no nigga like that, bro. I can say you a bitch, and I'm gonna say that, but to be like ungrateful or to be like and to get on here and act like he ain't speak life into me, I can't do that, bro. He did. He did, cuz. What was the detox you did with 607 Unc and how did you feel? I ain't do no detox with 607 Unc, so I had already been fasting myself before I even got to 607 Unc. So that's what I'm telling you. You can watch the live back. I'm gonna put it on the page. But that's what I'm telling you. There's nothing that I did differently when I got to 607 Unc. I had already been vibrating hot. You feel me? Like there's nothing that I changed. Like, okay, when I get there, I'm gonna do this. No, I know that I knew before I even get there, I gotta already be doing this or this shit not gonna work. I knew that. Like if I was busting nuts and jacking off or just fucking around or just fucking my money up or or just, living, sleeping all day, or just living life without discipline, I knew that I was gonna have a hard time being there. So all the shit that I went through was with me and discipline. I had discipline with all this shit, and I still went through some shit. So imagine all the shit I would have went through with no discipline. I would have probably he would have I would have had to leave for sure, for sure. Instead of him offering me, this fabulous deal for me to stay, and me turning it down because I thought about it. You know, I thought about it, bro. I thought about it, dog. I thought about it, dog. And that's what this shit is about. And since I'm almost at 40, I might as well go 40 real quick. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that though. Um, oh, back to the 30 bands though. So um some of y'all might be listening to this shit and y'all might be like, how I do that? Like how, you know what I mean? Like that shit sound far fetched for me. You might not be able to do 30,000, but you can start with $100, cuz. Start with $100. I got $100. I deserve $100. I look good with $100. $100 wants to be in my pocket. Start walking around imagining what it feels like to have an extra $100 in your pocket just because. You know how many times since I started changing my mind, how many times I done walked outside and found money? It ain't one time I found $100 on my soul in Dallas, Texas. Y'all know how hard that is, boy. In Oak Cliff, the hood, I found it. Where I parked at, I found it because it was meant for me. Or I found $10, a dollar, some quarters. All blessings is good blessings. Lessons. All blessings is good blessings for sure. Unc saw your potential. We all see it. He had to treat you tougher than others to unlock the full potential. Bro, there's two different reactions I want to give you right now, bro. And I love you because I done seen you on my channel a couple times. And I know you mean that in sincerity. But there's two different reactions I want to give you. I'm gonna give them both to you though. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? To treat me tougher, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? This nigga didn't know me like that to be treat me all tough, nigga. Nigga, I paid this man, nigga, and I got shitted on daily, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Tougher, nigga. I'm tired of these tough ass lessons from these motherfuckers, bro. Why don't these motherfuckers do other niggas like that? And I ain't gonna say he wasn't crazy with everybody because this nigga crazy, but nigga, I went through a lot, nigga. I went through a lot, nigga. I'm tired of always having to do that, bro. I always had to do that, nigga. I always had to learn the hard way, bro, from niggas, like, cause they feel like, you feel me? I don't know what the fuck they feel like, so I always had to like overprove myself. That's what I had to do when I went there. What the fuck? Why the fuck would I have to do that? All right, that's that reaction. The second reaction is, I know, bro. I can see that as being true. I can see that as being true because when you got a higher calling in your life, you so it's like this too, and that makes sense to what you just said because it's like this too. It goes to my point of earlier when I was talking about how we all born in this frequency, right? So it goes back to the point I made earlier. When you born into a frequency, um, your flesh will even testify against you. What do I mean by that? So when you start vibrating, you ever change your life, try to get on a diet, and then your body was like, nah, fuck that shit. Let's go get some burgers. You know what I mean? You ever tried to hold your seed and just all of a sudden you just start seeing on your algorithm ass, or you just, when you walk outside, you just see all this ass because you're gonna get tried at every single stage and point in your life. Everything is gonna try you. That's a prerequisite of life. Everything is gonna try you, especially when you decide that you change your mind and you want to vibrate differently. Uh, the I don't like saying the universe because I think that's gay, but the energy has to see about that shit. You feel me? God got to see about that shit. The creator, you feel me? The higher frequency, the you that vibrates on that got to see about that, because the you that's vibrating on this lowly plane, the you that's vibrating, that's used to living in hell, doesn't want to give up, won't go without a fight. So there's different shit that you got to go through. That's why every time you try to change, this opposition that come up against you spiritually, emotionally, physically, even, is because That's what it's supposed to do. That's why when you around, when you in the hood and you got on jury, they supposed to rob you. Or if you out, they call it in St. Louis, they call it bouncing your ass. If you doing too much, they supposed to get robbed. You supposed to get touched. You know? Or if you get you a, I'm rambling, but y'all know what I'm saying. If you get you a bad shorty and you really don't, you ain't supposed to be with her, you know, and you only got her for her looks, she supposed to cheat on you. She supposed to finesse you, you know, because you didn't buy, you did half the work. You did half the work. But when you vibrating and you changing your mindset properly, you're still always gonna have resistance that comes to see if you are who you say you are. So maybe that's what you're talking about. He had to make sure that I was who I said I was. But that shit was daily. And he tried me daily. He tried me every single day. Every single day he tried me. Every day. Every day. Every day. That's how people around me feel like I'm a dickhead, but I try to mold them with the same dark that made the light I became. But I feel you. Yeah, bro. And we got six in here. Six, uh, 7. uh Real good numbers right there. Yeah, bro. Um, Everybody can't go through what you went through, bro. Motherfuckers will kill themselves. And that's real shit. I've been thinking about that a lot too. Like, I wouldn't like I had somebody, I go watch my on my Instagram page, I had somebody, he probably still in here. We was talking about that shit, like, cause he trying to go to the content house too. Um, and I don't know if Unk's still gonna do it the same way he did it. Cause I was really like a prototype for real. Like, you feel me? I don't know how Unk gonna do it no more with the content house, but um everybody can't go through what you went through, bro. People will die if they went through what you went through. The thoughts that you had to overcome. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Imagine somebody you love, like me, right? I love my little brother, bro. I love my little brother, bro. I love my little brother, bro, to death. But some of the thoughts that I've had to deal with and overcome, I would never want him to go through that. Some of the opposition and motherfuckers that I had to come up against and face, I would never want him to go through that. The pressure, I would never want him to feel that. The shit that I had to go through with Unc, I would never want him to feel that. The unworthiness, the feeling like second guessing yourself, the feeling like you can't do nothing right, the feeling like, and I'm sure he's felt, various different levels of that in his life anyway. But I'm saying just pure rawness of what it is. You feel me? Like the pure rawness of 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 what it takes to be great. eh, People will kill themselves, bro. People will kill themselves, bro. Motherfuckers can't walk in your shoes, bro. Motherfuckers can't walk in Solar Man's shoes, bro. Like, motherfuckers will kill themselves, bro. Motherfuckers will be on this bitch depressed. You feel me, bro? Y'all know the first interview I did, bro. The Solar Man and unlocks the ice wall. The first, and even the nigga that edited the video was on my dick hating, trying to make some content out of me. Go look it up right now. I talk about it on the live where Butter said fuck me. I talk about it. And from that video, that's where Butter said fuck me. So just pick up what I'm putting down, cuz like all that hate that I got, bro. All of it, bro. All of it, bro. And I'm not sitting there like you know, uh walking me through it. Like, I'm not learning, I'm not media trained, bro. He didn't teach me none of that. The only thing he said was don't pay attention to him. That's all he said. Easier said than enough when you a nigga like him and you pull in 70, 100,000, 200,000 views, weekly. You got thousands of comments to sift through. You feel me? You can ascertain that. You know what I mean? But somebody like me who come from shit, who wasn't nobody paying no attention to until just now. You feel me? That shit fucked me up, bro. That shit could have took me back, bro. That shit could have made me second guess myself. Cause bro, I'm talking about dude mad annoying. Dude, these are the comments. Dude mad annoying. Dude a goofy. Dude zestopocalypse, zestomania. Like, bro, all the gay ass comments, and I'm saying because that's what they was calling me. All the gay ass comments that I was getting, you feel me? from just literally being myself. You feel me? Um, and me irritating people's um, uh, parts of them that where I irritate them because they can't be themselves. A lot of people ain't never been themselves. So, anyways, to answer your question, bro, a lot of people can't go through the walk, and that includes family. So that's one thing Uncle's right about. A lot of our family, they like not even real. Like, cause you be wanting like change some shit. You be wanting motherfuckers to think different. Like you be wanting to bring people with you, friends and shit like that. But like a lot of these motherfuckers are not real, bro. They're not real, bro. They're NPCs, bro. My friend group that I used to hang around, and I can't hang around them niggas all the time. Like we used to sit around, bro, for hours, bro, and we'd just smoke weed all day, bro. And then when we wasn't doing that, we would talk about doing shit. And then when we weren't talking about doing shit, we was worrying about getting some bitches. And then when we weren't worried about getting some bitches, we was back smoking weed. And then when we weren't smoking weed, we was talking about doing some music. And then we'll do some music sometimes, but then we'll make the music, then not really promote it. You'll spend all this money to make the music, and then you don't spend no money to promote it, or you don't really know what to do. So then you just back to square one. Like, dude, like that shit was dead, bro. I was dead, bro. I was there, bro. I wasn't even alive. I wasn't even existing at that time, bro. And I didn't even know. I knew, but I didn't know because I didn't know how to get out of it. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know how to get out of that thought wave. You feel me? Very true. Hate and love the same. For sure. Hate and love, yeah, for sure. So like back to the y'all know I be getting lost in my train of thought. So back to that FK7 dude. Um, even him like seeing that shit, like for me, right? This is how I looked at it, right? I looked at the way I came on as pure. I was so pure, bro. And it was so fun for me to bring this persona or this part of my personality out where it's just I play, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, this is like what I like doing. I love doing this shit. So the energy that it took for me to present that part of myself for the world and be vulnerable like that. And I wouldn't talk about no crazy shit. I wouldn't talk about no extra shit. I wouldn't talk about no I was talking about some shit. I was talking about some spiritual shit. And I was having fun with it. And I got called a fag. You feel me? I got called fag and weird and annoying. You feel me? Constantly. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of love comments too. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot of love. But again, when I'm not media trained, bro. Like I'm getting used to this shit now, but I was not used to it a month, 2 months ago. You feel me? I was not used to that, bro. So, anyways, you had to just imagine all the thoughts and shit that I went through. You feel me? As you're starting to grow some viralness to yourself, but you're also living in your workspace, and you're not reaping the benefits of said virality. While you around, because I'm around viral motherfuckers all every day. That's this shit's normal to me now. At the time, it was oh fuck 40,000 views, but that shit, you know. I can't wait till my page do that. But I'm just saying, like, so that shit was different for me, bro. And that was my first interview, bro. So like, what I learned about that though is that I didn't always had to be strong, you know, like I didn't always have to be strong, bro. But like now I know, and I always knew, but it just reassured myself that I'm a Super Saiyan dog, and I'm a real superhero. The reason why I chop this is a bro from the lie I was talking about. Hate and love the same. The reason why I chopped with you about the content is because I like to be prepared and know what I'm dealing with. Yeah, for sure. You can only prepare so much though, bro. Like me, I prepared. I'm a nigga where all I do is prepare, bro. All I do is prepare. I'm for this. Y'all saw I had a thumbnail and shit. Like I prepared for this shit last night, but I've been up all night, so I'm kind of fucked up right now. But um, you can prepare for the end of the world all you want to, but that don't mean it's gonna happen the way you think it's gonna happen. Especially you can't prepare for no nigga like 607 Unc, bro. Let me just cut you short right there. You can't prepare for no nigga like 607 Unc. I'm gonna just stop you right there. There's no preparing for 607 Unc. There isn't. Um, no, there isn't. There isn't, because as soon as you think you got the game figured out or you got it, you're gonna change the game. You're gonna change the rules. So it's not no figuring out nothing. The best thing that I when we was rapping, the best thing I could tell you to do is to just be sure about yourself, to be sure about what you want to do. If you're sure about what you want to do, then fuck whatever it is that you're gonna go through. You know, for me, I had to remember that I'm sure about myself. I had to remember that. I had lost my train of thought for a second while I was up there. I was like, damn, I don't even want to go on a podcast with you no more, nigga. Like these motherfuckers is cut. These motherfuckers is ruthless, bro. Um, but you're not the only one that gotta go through it, bro. You're not the only. You know, we cutting in on 50 minutes. Damn, I might as well go 10 minutes for the whole hour, huh? Fuck. I only plan on being here 10 minutes. You see the way the law work? I set my intentions to do this morning. Didn't even want to do it. But once I got started, I got information and downloads poured into me, just like y'all pouring into me, just like I'm pouring into y'all. This is all reciprocal. But just to see, it started with a decision though. I decided to do this shit. What's the last thing that you really decided? Y'all can let me know. What's the last thing y'all decided that you actually made a concrete decision on? What's the last thing? Do you know? For me, is that I can do this shit. For me, is that I am gonna take my rightful place on my throne. Cause I'm a king, dog. I'm a king, and this is my king. This is my shit. This internet shit, this is my shit. This music shit, this is my shit. It's our shit. I decided that. So since I decided that, it has to be true. Cause I made up my mind. But y'all let me know what y'all think. What y'all think about that? What's the last thing that y'all manifested? Do you believe that manifestation is true? I really want to do a case study with one of y'all. Like, I feel like I could. You can change your life. I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like if you listen to what the fuck I said verbatim, I could change your life in 90 days. I know that. I really want to do a case study. I might do that. Tell me what y'all think about that. I might do that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. The timeline for everybody is different though. Like for you, it might take 90 days. For me, this shit been years in the making. It might be like that for somebody else too. Shit might take years for them. It just depends on your ability to like make up your mind. And you can look back on your life and you can look and see what type of person you've been. You feel me? What type of kid was you? Like, was you a leader? Was you a follower? Was you this nigga that was trying to stay out the way? Was you a nigga that was trying to not, was trying to find the crowd? Like, who was you? Like, based on that, you can kind of like do the math a little bit to kind of figure out where you at with it. And it's okay if you done been those things. When I be talking about niggas, I'm niggas. You feel me? I'm niggas. I done been all these niggas. I done been all these niggas, bro. I done been all these niggas, bro. I done been the follower nigga, following my bigger cousins and shit, trying to be like them. I done been the trying to fit in nigga when I, going to different school because I always bounce around schools. So, you know how that go. Shit, trying to find somewhere to belong. So shit, I'm just trying to fit in, get in where I fit in. I done been that nigga. I done been the quiet nigga. I done been the popular nigga. I done been the really popular nigga. I done been the nigga that don't nobody pay attention to. Like I didn't live all of those things. So it's like I'm not talking to y'all from a place of like, oh, I'm just talking about some shit. I'm talking to you from a place of, bro, I'm you, bro. And this is what helped me. And I know if it helped me, then it can help you. I think my mic died, y'all. Damn. I think my mic died, y'all. Damn. Hello? Test it, test it, test it. I think my mic died, y'all. Damn. I manifested exactly what I want every time. I used the 369 method and held the sperm for the lunar cycle to reach back into the pineal. It manifests very fast every 29 and one half days. Damn, you smart. See, you smarter than me. Like that shit you just said right there sound like a math equation. Like, and I be listening to you spiritual niggas talk, especially when y'all hit the lunar cycles and the just y'all can just incorporate some. And I ain't saying you wrong. I'm just saying, damn, you smart. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying you smarter than me. I'm saying like, maybe I need to look into the lunar cycle and how that can affect my circadian rhythm. You know, the way that we vibrate. Maybe I need to look into that. I know it's important, but my brain ain't smart like you, bro. My brain is more simple. Like, because what you just talking about, it's kind of like a sex ritual. Yeah. Um, Shooting that sperm up into your pineal, right? It's yeah, that's a sex ritual. I ain't saying it's a bad sex ritual. I'm just saying it's a ritual. But no, I ain't that smart, bro. My practical applications for manifestation is what I stated. It's I had to be alone with myself. I had to literally be alone with myself in a dark room and envision what I wanted my life to look like. And then also I had to tune into the people that I wanted my life to look like. So I would only listen to them. And then also I had to physically abstain myself from the things that caused my habits to be consumed by shit that wasn't filled with my purpose. For example, my habits consisted of like just loser shit, bro. Like smoking weed all day, trying to get not women, trying to get whores all day, um, survival mode shit, you know, trying to get a couple dollars all day, like survival mode shit. So, um, for me, it was dying. It was letting go of all of that to, um finally be poured into so I can have the information for what I need right now, if that makes sense. You know? Um, he said that's Christ consciousness. The story of Jesus is a parable. We are the Jesus they speak of. And when we bring the seed sperm back up to the heaven, the pineal, we unlock the control of the physical reality as long as you are aware in the physical. For sure. I'm definitely aware, bro. And Yahashua, my boy, yeah, that sound about right. I be thinking like I need to do some meditation on it, but I'm trying to think like how many times did he fuck Mary? Like, you know, how many times? And did he have a baby by her? Like, is that in one of the books too? Is that in the Jubilees? Did he have a baby by Mary Magdalene, the whore? You know, he come from whores too. Like Jesus was really like he was rich because he was a carpenter. So I don't know why they always portrayed him as a poor man. That used to fuck me up too. But I don't know any poor people that work on houses. But anyways, uh, like what was that like with Mary him and Mary? But yeah, Yahashua, he was such a dope dude, man. Like that's why he's the way, the truth, and the life. And no one should know the Father unless they go through him. Uh Hell of a misquote, but what he was talking about is enlightenment. If you don't know what he know, with eyes to see, ears to hear, you ain't gonna be able to ascend because you ain't did the work. That's why he also said you can do greater things than him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know. What's good with it, family? The Bible is rewritten story of the ancient Sumerian story of Enki and Enlil. You got to read on Enki and Enlil, bro. You want like the Bible, the Quran, the Talmud, everything. Oh yeah, I know about Enki and Enlil. You getting in some real wizard talk right there. Um, I just recently read the Tablets of Gilgamesh. It's supposed to be the real story of Noah. Um, so yeah, dog, I'm picking shit. Send it to me, bro. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but if you do, hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna look it up myself too. But yeah, send me that, brother. Appreciate you or sister. Send me that, please. That'd be dope. So I can talk about this shit. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. You know what? That's what the fuck we gonna do. Y'all like this up, man. If y'all think we should do a reading of if we should do a reading on Inky Neil, the tablets, the Emerald tablets, the story of Gilgamesh, all that type of shit. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know.
Y'all let me know. We got a like. So I'm gonna do it now. Y'all just take one for me. I ain't, you feel me? Just take one for me. Shit. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, that's a bet right there. That's hard right there. 7-7. So it's complete. Since it's 7, y'all, I'm gonna end on 7. I love y'all. Make sure y'all watch this video later. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.